Hi there. It's Thursday night of January 2nd. This is day number 8, beginning of the second week of my post op work, and been a day of reflection. Yesterday and today, did a lot of reflecting about the surgery and where I've been over the last 7 days and that sort of thing. And lots of thoughts, about, wow, I wish I didn't have to do this. This is sure a tough thing. Um, Things like I find myself getting up from a nap or whatever and realizing that my knee is really stiff. And it seems like every time I set a foot on the floor, and it's like it starts to send daggers through me. And it's like, boy, I'm getting tired of this. And so I have to keep reframing all of that and saying, look, um, focus on the progress, focus on your goals, and use the encouragement that you got around you. And so, thanks to all of you for helping out with that. Still get one or two notes every day. Sometimes it's people that I've corresponded with before. Sometimes it's brand new people, and that's just great. And I just want you to know that whether you sent something on day one or you sent something just today, that I appreciate hearing from you. Those are always welcome. So thank you for continuing to do that. Um, what's coming up? My PT was here for the final time this week, yesterday. All right. And so in her conversation, she casually mentioned that now, sometimes between 7 to 10 days post op, that the nerves in the knee start reconnecting, which is a good thing. You want those nerves to be connected. The challenge is going to be that some of those nerves are transportation lines for pain. All right. And she said you might feel various types of stabbing pains, prickly pains, burning pains, that sort of thing that just sort of randomly appear and for assumingly no reason. All right. And so um, I haven't had any of that yet, but I appreciate her warning me about it so that if and when that does happen, I'll at least kind of know, okay, this is supposed to be happening, that it's not a sign that I've done something wrong. It's just a sign of healing. And a lot of times our uh, body sends us a lot of messages when it's breaking down, and it sends some messages when it's building up as well. So uh, again, pain is a good thing in that sense. My goals, still targeting January 8th. That's coming up on Wednesday, and that's going to be where I see if I can totally extend my legs straight out. Remember, that's 0 degrees, and whether I can flex it straight down at 90 degrees from a seated position in a chair. Um, I look at it right now and say, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Because sometimes it just takes so much to work up to it. So, but I've got confidence and hope that the people that are telling me that it's possible and that this is how you do it. And some of that includes some of y'all that are supporting me out there, um, that's going to take place. And I've got to be patient and wait for it to happen. Um, Beyond that, today, more so than yesterday, like I said, today was the first day that my PT hasn't come. She's not coming every day, so she's going to show up again on Monday. So basically, I'm fending for myself on the next few days here. So that means the schedule is up to me, whether I want to totally be in or totally out or somewhere in between. And so today, actually, I've spent most of the day either doing some sort of a flexibility exercise, some sort of a strength building exercise, resting, icing the knee, or not much else, because it's I can't even sit down in the chair without thinking about the rehab, because my doc is, one of his pet peeves, probably his number one pet peeve, is if he sees you sitting in a chair, he doesn't want you just sitting there with your leg extended out, because that means you're growing scar tissue. All right. And so we don't want to grow scar tissue with the leg in a state of extension or flexion or whatever. All right. That's the weird thing about this, is that you want the leg to be straight out, and you want the leg to be bent 90 degrees, but you don't want to just remain in either of those positions all the time. It's such a seeming opposing arguments there. So while it is good that you can bend your knee 90 degrees, you can't just bend it to 90 degrees and leave it there, because it will freeze up, and then you'll have this 90-degree knee that you just have to deal with. Or if you have an extension that's perfectly straight leg and you never move it, it's going to be perfectly straight, and you'll walk like you have some sort of a knee brace or a wooden leg, if you will, that has no movement in it whatsoever. So you have to be moving all the time and making sure that you don't get stagnant in one position. Today I'm pretty tired. I'm getting ready to do one final set of strength building exercises here in a few minutes, and then I'm going to ice the knee one more time and then be ready to Netflix myself off to sleep. Okay. So that'll bring about tomorrow, which is Friday, which hopefully will be more of the same. All these things are happening. There's obviously a lot of things going on in the world, and the sadness and that I personally felt when we heard the news that came out of New Orleans. Just horrible, horrible news. And I don't know what the world is heading toward, where we are heading. I don't know what the answers are going to be, and I just hope that we're all, and by all I mean all of us, no matter where you're from, where you live, what your religious viewpoints might be, what your cultural viewpoints might be, what your societal viewpoints might be. We've got to figure out a way that we can be loving toward each other, so that we can share and our concerns with others, and not do it in a way that comes across as unloving and unconcerned. And I don't know, I'm not going to get too philosophical on this, or I've written a bunch of notes down, thoughts that came to my mind that, I think about, and I thought, well, that sounds pretty good. And then come back and look at it later, and it's like, oh, that sounds horrible. It's difficult to think about solving a problem that's so difficult to articulate. And anyone who says, well, this is an easy situation to articulate, no, it's not. All right. No, it's not. It's a very complex problem. It's a very complex world that we live in. And there are solutions that are available. It's just a question of whether we are capable, as a collection of individuals and as just individuals working together, if we're capable of making those happen. So that's all I'll say at that. Leave that, and just hope that we continue to seek ways to heal and bring things together, as opposed to destroy and divide. So anyway, hope your second day of the new year has gone well. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.